Hey everybody, it's me, Anjanette from AJ's Personal Touch. How you guys doing? It is 12:15 Sunday, December 15th. It's 12:30 here. I literally just woke up a couple minutes ago, but I want to get this done, get it sent out to you guys. I know my advents aren't like other people who try to show through the day. I don't have a way to do that without making a whole bunch of teeny tiny videos and then editing them. And as you know, I have not been feeling well and I just don't have time. I had really hoped that maybe this year would be the year that I would start doing that. But also, you'd be seeing just a lot of the same thing. Me crocheting. My day consists of, on a good day, my getting up, washing dishes. I listen to an audiobook while I wash dishes or the Bible. Um, I crochet, I pet the cats, and I pet the cats, and I play with the cats. Since I don't get out and I don't have other people in the house with me most of the day, it's not really anything to film. And even, when my husband is here, he's sitting down just, playing his games. So that's why it's just always something small. I think last year I might have just showed you my makes through the month. Since I'm not getting a whole lot done, I haven't been doing that. And Advents this year, and that's why I wanted to share those with you. I mean, I know they're not Yarny Advents, but they are Advents that some people, care about. I care about. I love coffee. I'm making the dark chocolate coffee right now. So I won't be able to tell you how that talks until later. I'm sure it's going to be delicious because none of these have not been anything but delicious. So, and if there's a reason why I didn't quite care for it, it has more to do with whatever the flavor was than the coffee itself. Coffee is really good coffee, and I do want to look it up and see if I can find it for year round. Like I said, it's Barissimo, Barissimo. Thinking that it might be from overseas though, because a lot of stuff from all these are. So, let's see if I can look on here. Distributed and sold exclusively by Aldi, Batavia, Illinois. Rainforest Alliance certified www.ra.org ingredients. Aldi, twice as nice. I guess I'll have to look at their coffees closer and see. I have not had a good experience with the one tea that I tried. But again, like I said, this one's just for all these two. When it comes to tea, I'm pretty sure it wasn't Benner that was on the tea. When I go back, I'll have to look. But I will look up the ones individually too when I remember to do it. Maybe I'll do that today when I get off here. And maybe not, because I have a lot to do today. That's why I came on while I'm making my coffee this morning, and which means I only have a couple minutes because otherwise my coffee's going to be cold. Because probably if I look in there, there's only a little bit of water left in there, and I've been learning with our Keurig, if the water well is full, I get really hot coffee. If the water well only has a little bit in it because my husband's made his coffee and I'm always the one to fill it up. I mean, I'm the one home, I'm the one who has time, so he gets his coffee and runs normally. Um, so I should check it beforehand. But also I have learned if there's only a little bit and I've just put the water in and filled it up, I still end up with more like warm coffee, maybe not as cool as it is when it's just a little bit. I think it has to do with how full the tank is on the inside, um, which it should be full even if there's a little bit left on the outside. But when it's close enough to the bottom, it tends to, I feel, suck it dry in there. And then when you add more, it just doesn't warm up as quickly. So there's my thoughts on that. Um, Now when the new ones turn themselves off, which is nice. It saves energy, and I guess it also saves it from deliming too quick. And I guess that comes from the process of heating the water and all of that. I'm just guessing um, that maybe too much heat isn't a good thing. So I just always try to make sure I fill it because when you turn it on, it takes probably 2 minutes to heat up, which isn't a long time, but you can hear it and you know that it's taking the time and that water is going to be hot. Whereas if it's already on and the tank is almost empty, it just pushes it through faster. And then I end up with um, warmer or lukewarm. Plus, it depends on how much other stuff you put in it, flavorings, creamer, whatever. So a lot goes into it. I just don't like to have lukewarm coffee. Um, anyway, I don't think anybody truly does. I either like it to be hot or cold when I make cold coffee. Let me see. Today's flavor would be good in a cold coffee, though. It's too cold outside, even though it's warmed up today, and I'm excited about that because of the stuff we have to do today. Um, yeah, I still excited. It's a Sunday, so and I'm getting out of the house. Normally, I would stay in my pajamas all day on Sundays, depending on how I feel. And with the way I've been feeling, I've had quite a few pajama days. I did get up and get dressed yesterday. Um, so I was having a better day. And I have to today because today, I started telling you this yesterday. Today is a special Ollie's Day. And it's for those people who have cards and they call you their VIP customers. I mean, that's just like if you sign up for a designer's webpage or blog hop and you get their newsletter. Normally, you are considered their VIP customer. It just depends on what they call everybody in the different levels. I know a lot of them call the ones who get their newsletters their VIPs because you get their stuff every day. You read about them, and you follow them. Now, other people, it depends if they have levels that you can get or if you get their lifetime stuff. But yeah. Anyway, it's a VIP night, and they close Ollie's down, and it's only open for people who have an Ollie's card. So basically, it's like at Costco. You can't have any guests come in with you if you have a card. Um, but normally, anybody can shop at Ollie's, whether they have a card or not. So it's really nice. They give you an extra percentage off. So you get an extra 15% off whatever it is you buy that day. And Christmas and toys are 25%, an additional 25%. So yeah, it's nice when you have things that you need to get. Like I don't have, I may have $10. I need to find and scrunch and look for. This is the time of year where I look at my credit card rebates and stuff, and I actually use what I saved. So I need to go and see how much I have there. So that's why I have a lot to get done today. I have to get all that together. I've got to get the grocery list together for my husband, which I've done the first half. But if I go to bed before midnight, I can't look at the digital coupons for the store because they don't upgrade them until midnight. So yeah, I got to do that part. I got to get that sent to him. I don't know if, since we're going to be out that way, if he's going to go shopping right after work or if he's going to wait and combine it with us going to Ollie's later. Um, More than likely, he's going to go on his own. He doesn't like doing a whole lot of grocery shopping when I'm, with him. He likes to zoom in, get in, and get out. So I don't know. I don't know what his thoughts are, but I was thinking, I could go with him if he wanted, because there are some things I need to get as well. Um, so I don't know. And we'll see. I don't know what all we're going to do tonight, but I do know we're going to Ollie's. Um, I need to get a gift for the girl next door. And so I'm going to be looking at their craft gifts, see what they have left. They do have some nice crafty stuff for kids. Um, she's into nails. They also had a lot of like gel nail kits and stuff that come with the lights, and like some that you can put the little pictures and stuff on. So yeah, I'm gonna see what I can find for her. And just we got to get the rest of our stockings. So like the small things of candy and whatever doodads, and they usually have a really good price on candy. Now it can be like the regular price and then you get your percentage off, or usually, yeah, I mean, they'll show you what retail is and what they sell it for, but every store doesn't sell it for what the company shows you as quote retail price. So yeah, it all depends on where everybody has it or what their actual sales are for. My favorite place to go at this time of year to get candy is Walgreens, because when they mark it down, they mark it down. Um, but then I have to ask my husband to take me there extra, and it's not like when I could go out on my own. When I used to love to go Christmas shopping, I have to go where I'm taken, and yeah. I mean, if I don't get to go to Walgreens, that's fine. I mean, I can find candy for some of the same prices at like Walmart and other places, but Walgreens usually knocks it out of the park when it comes to getting Christmas candy, depending if you watch every week until you find what it is that your family likes. I know having to wait, like I have had to the last couple of years, um, until right before Christmas for us to do this final, to be able to go shopping when they actually have it out. Because like when the last time we went out in November to Walmart, they didn't quite have the Christmas stuff out yet. They were just, finishing getting rid of the Halloween, and they hadn't put up the Christmas candy stuff yet. And when we went the other day, it was already a lot picked over, because then by the time we go again, when we have to go to get our phone cards, it's enough into the month that it's picked over. So one of the things I love to get them and have every year until like till I stopped driving basically was the small chocolate Hershey's Santas, where you could get like 5 of them in a pack. Usually by the time, because he did take me to Walgreens last year, they just didn't have any. So, and nobody had it. I think that's one of the first things people grab for. And I don't even know if maybe they don't make them anymore. I know they make, what I ended up getting them was Hershey bars that look like Santa money, I think, when you open it up. So, yeah, I don't know if all the stuff I used to get was available or not, because I used to start getting things like that in like the end of October, beginning of November. Um, and like I said, I don't know why, because Halloween was over already and stuff was discounted already, unless I just didn't find the right section to go looking for Christmas candy last time. And I think when we went shopping last time, I literally had a few minutes because we were in between appointments, and I had to go from one appointment to another. And we just put the shopping in between. So, it all depends on how the day is and all of that. And when you have money, you don't, blah, blah, blah. So things fall the way they are, and we enjoy our Christmas no matter what I find, whether we have Hershey Santas or not. Um, you know, Especially it's really lovely. My daughter is really into, she just loves to share time with us now more than things. So she's really grown up, and I love her so much. And she really relishes when I make her handmade stuff. So yeah. Okay. With that said, I opened this already. Ooh, I would have made this instead of the chocolate, but it's fine. The chocolate came up first, so I'm supposed to be going in a row, right? Roasted marshmallow. I never thought that I would like marshmallow flavoring in coffee until I didn't have any coffee flavorings left from going to TJ Maxx, and they weren't selling the skinny mixes anymore. Stop. This was last year, and or the beginning of this year, whenever that was. And I guess it was last year. I bought off of the website last Christmas. I had more money. I couldn't buy from them this year. And besides, they didn't have the good sale like they had last year for Christmas. They just didn't have it. So I got some toasted marshmallow flavoring at Ollie's because it's the only flavor they had. And I was like, no, I don't. It's one of my favorite flavors. I do not like marshmallows, like I've told you before. I really do not like marshmallow fluff. If I'm gonna have a marshmallow, and if I'm gonna have like cocoa with marshmallows in it, I want it to be real marshmallows. I do not want marshmallow fluff. My mom used to get marshmallow fluff thinking because she liked it and that was the best. And no, I could not stand it. It was way too sweet. And maybe that's why she got it, because I didn't like using it. I loved regular marshmallows. And she got to a point where she would get the marshmallow fluff and regular marshmallows. Um, and the ones that come in with the mix, just, I don't, they're so tiny and small, they usually disintegrate, before you get to drink your cocoa. But anyway, yeah, I just, I don't like extremely sweet things like that. I've never have. Cotton candy is another one. I've never liked cotton candy. Emily used to, I would take a small bite of it when she was little, but cotton candy has always made me feel it. There's just way too much sugar in it. So, anyway, I found out that the flavoring put in coffee I like. So, we'll see what the flavored coffee tastes like. Marshmallow, all of that to say, all of that. I know, I'm long winded. And I only meant to be on here for a couple minutes, and I'm at 17 minutes already. So my coffee is definitely getting cold. So I need to hurry up. Tea. I want to come on and do a video to show you where I'm at with my makes. I will show you where I'm at with my last square. Oh, no, this is one. I will try it, but I don't know how I will do with it. Earl Grey lemon ginger black tea. Now, if I was in my 20s, I would have been all over this. Yum, so yum. Um, I do not do well with citrus. Um, Orange flavored coffees I do okay with. It doesn't usually bother my stomach. It doesn't seem to have too much acid. I mean, orange flavored teas, not coffees. But lemon tea, I just can't do anymore. I know it's good for your throat. And all that kind of things. Now the ginger part, I drink ginger tea for my tummy, so I do that a lot. And I drink the black licorice. I can't think of the name. I know it starts with an A. The ingredient in black licorice. Um, I can do black licorice. I can do ginger and things like that for my tummy and peppermint and for my throat. I cannot do lemon. So we will see. Um, I used to get lemon tea for my daughter and I would try every once in a while and it hurts my stomach, unfortunately. So I will try it though. I will try it and see. Maybe mixed with the ginger, it will be okay. So I've got Earl Grey, lemon, ginger. I am behind on my teas too because all I've wanted the last, by the time I drink tea, is my peppermint. So I have different ones in there. Although I think I thought I made one yesterday and I was going to tell you. I think it may have been the cinnamon, a cinnamon one. Was it? It wasn't the orange cream. I was saving that one because I just opened the. I think I may have done the cinnamon pear. I think. Oh no, I did the cinnamon spice black tea and it was really good. It was really good. Cinnamon spice black tea. That's what I did yesterday. So I have to look at them. And I just had realized um, that this one is going in order of what they are put in the days, I do believe. Because it looks like my last couple days in here. Earl Grey lavender, cinnamon spice, peppermint bark, mulled apple, zesty orange black tea. If I didn't do the cinnamon spice, I did the zesty orange, and I did the cinnamon spice the day before. Because there was a day I didn't tell you about what I had tried. I know I've tried the cinnamon. I think I may have tried the zesty orange. And if that's the case, yesterday was zesty orange and the day before was the cinnamon spice. I still have sitting back there to do the Earl Grey lavender, which I may do today. The peppermint bark and the mulled apple. And now the Earl Grey lemon ginger. Oh, oh no. Oh, and I think the cinnamon pear is still sitting back there too, and the orange rooibos. Wow, I have more than I thought. I thought I only had like 3 of them, but I think I have like 4 or 5. So I'm thinking that maybe 1 or 2 of those I drank and I just don't remember. But I know I have at least 3 teas I haven't drank yet. So, and this will make 4. I'm trying to keep up on it. Um, but when I have bad days, there's just only certain things I can eat and drink. And I don't mess with trying different flavored things. And I was hoping for a whole month of where I could just drink a different flavor every day. And it's working better with coffee, but I do have 2 coffees, I think, still, you know. Well, this will put it back to 2. I had 2 to pick from this morning. Now this will put it back to 2, I think. Or maybe it is 3. I'm trying my best. Um, when you have bad days, you just can't always follow things the way you want to. But all that means is that when Christmas is over, I still have some yummy flavors of coffee to try. Since there's only one a day. At least I can show you the flavor every day, and I can tell you what I like when after I drink it, when I can remember to tell you. I'm sure that the chocolate smells amazing. The house smells great, so I'm sure it's going to be great. I'm going to show you. I did get quite a bit done yesterday. The night before, I did the first 2 rows on this, and then I am, I think, 2 rows past the middle point. Yes, I'm on row 17. So that means row 15 is the center point. So I did half of this yesterday because if I did 2 rows the day before, I did the first 2 rows and then I did yesterday, I did a whole half of it. So I will be finishing this today before I go to bed. It's my plan. If I don't, I'll only have a couple left. The only thing that may bump into that is I'm thinking of working on the dragon for my son-in-law like first while my head is still. I woke up without it pounding today. I know it's coming at some point because I have not had a migraine-free day um, in months. So I want to work on that where I have to sit and count. after I get my coffee, and after I get the list to my husband for groceries in case he goes right after work. And yeah, then I'm gonna sit down and I know for sure I'm gonna finish the tail because I only have a couple rows and I want to get started on the next part. I'm following it pretty much part by part, except for I'm leaving off all the toes and the fingernails. I got the fingernails done for the first part. They take a lot of brain power. They're so tiny. I ripped them out. I redid them, especially with using a worsted weight yarn and a size B hook. And that's a B as in boy. Um, so I'm saving those for when I have really good. And I got to figure out what I'm going to do with the eyes because it's too late for me to order because I didn't have the money when I should have ordered Pokemon eyes from somebody who sells Pokemon eyes on, I think it was on eBay. So, but I didn't see the ones for the dragons. I saw the regular ones. So I'm going to see if I can find a good place. If you know of a place already, please, please, please put it in the comments. I'm going to Google and see if I can find a place where I can crochet which I would rather crochet them than buy them anyway. Um, Pokemon eyes. For those of you who are into Pokemon, you know their eyes are different. You can't just put a black round eye in there. It doesn't look right. If I have to, I'll do that for now and I will finish it up for him later because I really, really want to have a finished piece for him, but I want it finished. I do have the dimensions in that for felt, which I did my daughters in felt, so I know I have felt in the back room. It. Um, yeah, we'll see. I lost my train of thought that fast. I hate that. Okay, on that point, I'm going to end this. I'm going to get going. I did show you a little bit of crochet. I'll show you my snowman once I get them all together. I had meant to sit down and sew other pieces on and have them done, but I found that trying to do all that sewing at once was just too much for me. So I'm going part by part to finish on all of them. So I have the buttons for the hats on. I have the eyes on all of them. I have noses to put on two more, and the hearts to put on two more, and the extra little part for the scarf. Now, all of those shouldn't take as much. The buttons were the worst because I had to use actual thread. The others shouldn't be as hard to do. So I might actually be able to sit down one day and get that all done in one setting, but I needed to take a break from sewing, so I did. Alrighty then. With that, I'm going to go. I love you guys. Remember, you matter. Don't let anybody tell you any different. You're beautiful and you're gorgeous, and I love every one of you. And I cannot wait until I start feeling better and I can be on here and sharing more with you guys. I have missed my YouTube time so much. And having to miss it for them when they're working on the bathroom was rough, and that it's going to come again when they start working on it again. I don't know when that is. Um, I've given up hoping that it will be done for Christmas. And having my husband around more makes it a little bit rougher for me to just sit down and tape whenever I want to. Not because he doesn't like me taping. I mean, he loves when I tape and he enjoys it. The fact that when I sit on here live with other people, not like a live video, but when we sit down and we crochet together doing my crochet alongs, and he knows everybody, and they know he's sitting there so he can hear the conversation and he will input stuff, that's great. But when I'm taping and he inputs, not so great because you guys don't know he's there. I know you don't care if he's there. I mean, I guess it all depends on what he's inputting on. He doesn't know all the rules and regulations. So I know he said something one day that I believe I had to edit out. My husband is not a cursing man. It's just, and it wasn't even a curse. It was just, he wasn't using a curse word. It was just how he said something. Um, I think he was telling me about a headline or something, and he used a word that like I can't remember if it was the word that goes with unalive or what it was, but it was something little. It's just he doesn't know the rules of YouTube, and it's easier to do instead of having to go and edit anything out that he might say that he doesn't know that can't be said online, um, than just taping when he's not here. So with that, I love my husband dearly, and I hope you guys can see that. I do so much. Um, we've just both been very irritable lately. So mine with all of my pain, and him with trying to get the bathroom together. So it this is also my time to distress, and it's just more of a distressing time when I get to do it on my own. I guess that's just me being selfish. So I love you guys so much. I miss you. I truly do. Please remember to think about what you may want to see and you don't see anywhere else. And I'll see if I can start doing that or not. Um, or if you really think that when I can, and I don't know when it will be, I'm hoping within this next year. I had hoped that the back room would be done by now, but I've had my limitations. Um, let me know if you think I should be doing tutorials, or if you agree with me that there are already a lot of channels that do them, that you may not need another one. Because I do know that that's one thing that Bagaday says all the time, is that her tutorial videos do not get as many views. Now, I don't do things really to get views. Otherwise, I wouldn't still be on here. If I was, I mean, yes, I need views. And yes, I would like to get to monetization now. But when I started, that was not my goal. Um, just being on here, finding people that I connect with. And I have done that. I have found an amazing community. Um, and the couple hundred people that I have watching is fine for me. But as my husband's health gets a little bit worse and he can't, work as much and do as much as he could, I want to start helping with the household. So now monetization is kind of a goal, but when I'm as sick as I am now, I know that that can't happen. Or at least not for me. I know that it has for other people. I just must not have what clicks with a lot of people, and that's fine. I want to do what you guys want to see. You are my core people. You have stuck with me. I want to do what you would like to see, is what I would like to do. And I am not a person who's going to jump through hoops and add a whole bunch of stuff that, isn't me. No matter what, I'm always going to be my authentic self. So I'm never going to do something that I know I hate. So this is my channel that I love, and I love all of you. So yeah, if I find that I'm doing something and I'm not enjoying it, I usually take it out, or I find a different way to do it that is more enjoyable. There you go. Um, and I won't remember what I said tomorrow. So if I say this all again, please forgive me right now. That is my issue that I am having. I mean, it's not all that bad that I forget everything, but I forget a lot more than I ever used to, which is the reason why we did the brain MRI and we're trying to figure out what is wrong with me right now. Because everybody around me is seeing it. Um, you guys aren't seeing it as much because I haven't been on here as much. So, I'm fixed. We're working on it. It has more to do with pain than anything else. I really don't think they found a whole lot in my brain scan, but I have not heard back from the doctor yet. So I'm going to go. I love you guys. Mwah. I love you so much. And I will see you soon. And I know I already said it, but please don't forget that you matter and that you are beautiful and you are gorgeous. Everybody is beautiful. I love you.